Amazing King coming to you live in the color, bringing that oh so amazing touch. I know you're thinking out there right now, why the hell you talking like this? That's because today's topic is about sex and relationships. So I want to put this out here right now before we even go further. If you don't want to hear about how I like to eat booty with a spoon and a fork, turn the channel, turn it down completely off, okay? We bring that rated R all through. I want to introduce y'all to my co-host.
It's your boy Savage XL bringing that X-Net-L.
Wait. Savage, we already starting on? First of all, it's my time. My deep voice. My key sweat.
Listen, King, there's one thing that you can't do. You can't fake the deep voice, alright?
Okay, bright yellow. Anyway, my next co-host.
Up jumps the boogie, it's the boy KP, what's good? We finna have us a great little day here. I'm ready.
We really is finna have a good day. Sex is like one of the main topics that we have got requested to talk about. So we bringing it to y'all live and in color. And we actually got a special guest in the room right now, my girl, Miss Kitty. What's up?
What's up? Hello, fellas.
Okay.
Oh.
How you doing, Miss Kitty?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well this
Why you talking to Miss Kitty like that?
I'm just regular talking.
Put your real man voice on, okay?
It's about to go
Sit
down.
down. We talking about.
But you over there faking.
It's about to go down.
Faking. Okay. Completely. Anyway, I just want to jump right into it. You know, my girl, Miss Kitty here, she's a grown woman. Woman. She knows what she's talking about completely, okay? So I need y'all to listen. Open your ears, because she's talking real facts here. Let's jump right in. Y'all ready?
Always.
If you ain't ready, better get ready.
For sure.
Like I like funny little phrase, you know, like, got it. Anyway, let's start off with this first question. Miss Kitty,
Yes, sir.
I got a question. Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Miss Kitty has faked an orgasm.
Like how? What do you do? Like do you frown your face up? Do you start touching yourself and shaking and stuff? Like explain that to me. We need to know.
I think it's more of a noise factor.
For men, like
Yes.
on our end.
Yes.
So let me ask. Do you fake moan in the mirror? Do you like so you can exactly.
No, I actually just turn on my acting skills at that moment. Actually, I haven't done it in a long time.
Oh,
As I've gotten grown, I don't have time to play.
Are you out there
with
playing
it.
the
It is
Oscars or BET Awards? We need to know the scale of level.
probably BET Awards,
Okay.
but that was back in the day. Now I don't fake it. Like if that ain't it, it's just
So you said now you just keep them out.
So yeah,
I
how
mean-
does that work?
Would you stop mid-stroke?
Like, alright, this ain't cutting
You
it for
post it
me.
on Facebook? Explain.
I don't. I'm grown. I don't post much of anything on
I love to hear
Facebook.
that.
That's what's up.
Now if I don't like it, I just, I let him, go on and finish. But we probably not gonna run this back.
And so do you say that to his face, or is that like
Oh,
yo,
no.
let me come see you, and then you like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have a hard problem being blunt with men that I'm not attracted to, that are really attracted to me and are good guys. I have a problem with the letdown, so I tend to make excuses as to why I can't do what it is you're asking me to, and then eventually it comes.
floor, like he was so pissed. So, long story short, Shorty came through. You know what I'm saying? We was getting all touchy feely, we kissing on each other, and it just like, and I was into her, like really into her, and it just did not happen. Like, and it's like, yo.
I've had that experience.
Right. Less than a man that we become that day.
So I can't say
We don't really tell people. So if you're really close to that person. But myself as well, I have had that predicament happen to me one time. You know, me when I go home and I'm on my off day from work, ain't got nothing to do but a fridge full of food, TV. I'm whacking at least 4 times, going blind on one right eye. And then the situation occurred when that happened. I got a little ring, what you doing text. I'm like, wait, we ain't finna do nothing. Got there. I looked at that bitch. That bitch said, not today, homeboy. I don't talk to the person any longer. I'm just being real. It happens.
Okay, so I want to know: is it the nerves? What is it?
I was out of semen.
Okay. Wait,
So he
no.
ain't had no bullets
But see,
left.
I would
It was
think
done.
that would mean you couldn't ejaculate. That does not mean you
You can't
cannot.
get
he wore his little man out. That's what he trying to say. He wore
Little man.
He wore his little man out.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you have that one.
So
Part of that conversation.
in my case, no, I've never had a problem getting it up, but there has been situations where we've been in awkward positions and it just went down. Like it's just because either she wasn't wet enough, or I just wasn't into it after the fact. But yeah, it's definitely went down.
Because sometimes it is the female's fault. It's not always the man.
I have to agree with that.
I mean, it goes both ways.
You
know,
go
nobody-
down there smelling like hot banana sandwiches. It's a wrap. No, we were good today. We're gonna try to do this never again.
So you that blunt with them?
Oh,
You're-
no, I'm
you're-
not. I lie, baby.
Okay.
My head's hurting. My stomach's wheezy.
Mm.
I gotta go to the house.
Now that I don't lie about. If it's not flowing well, I mean, I don't want
And
to.
see, I'm a savage, because if I'm
I've never been in a per se threesome, but it being in that aspect, I think it just goes off of the sexual energy and the chemistry between who's ever all involved. So if it's something that y'all want to go down, maybe it'll start with, if it's a couple, start with some kissing, and then they allow for the other girl to join in, and it just goes on from there. You gotta have somebody who's in control, and you gotta have a willing party. It's all about communication.
me being a masochist, I'm all down for being
I mean, I can understand that.
2 women and me. I don't need to be in charge. Baby, what's up?
I don't think you have the willpower or the strength for all that.
Okay.
Not if they two, what is it, BBWs?
Ooh.
What's wrong with that?
Right.
That's a lot of, that's a,
Listen.
listen. Yeah, man, I understand.
You know how you
She's
eat so
64.
much, and then you
Yes.
just be like, I'm finna throw up.
Right,
And you still keep eating?
right.
I'm gonna take that chance on throwing up, my brother.
Hey,
Okay.
see, KP, I know. Thank you, man. Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
here.
it. Because he don't understand it because he couldn't handle it. That's why.
Yeah,
You
He
see how
assumed.
you always got to get somebody else to help you out?
Not really. I'm just glad somebody else seen it from
Stand
my
up on
point of
your
view.
2 feet.
And stay off your knees.
Oh well, let's say anyway. I got a top 10 question that America wants to know. How many sexual partners have I had? And don't lie, because KP done had like 64.
That's a very
Times
specific
3.
number. That's a very
Right.
specific number.
Man, it's pretty close.
I know his business. What's go? Well, hold on. Is the mic broke? Shay, go ahead and tell the numbers.
Okay, first of all,
I feel like
I think.
she needs a pass.
I mean, no.
No, first of all, why would she pass?
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you know, us women in our 20s, we all go through a little wild
Yes.
stage, and
Okay.
we have our
Dipping and doing
moments. Honestly, I didn't count. I don't know the specific number.
So
Honestly.
I'm with Miss Kitty on that. I feel, and this is just my personal opinion. I know back in my college days, I was a little wild.
You need a flea bag, basically.
Again, I was a little wild, but I just personally feel that you shouldn't really be counting bodies because at that point you're keeping notches on your belt, and that becomes a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
I
So-
disagree.
So you're going to count the bodies that you have.
Yes, I've had 32 sexual partners.
You know for sure.
For sure.
Okay.
You write it down.
Went out with how many I already had, and then I started keeping track of it. Because for me, my subconscious is always thinking, honestly, about any type of like STDs and stuff like that. So if anything did happen, I want to be able to track. So yes, I write down every single sexual partner I've ever had in my life.
Ooh,
Mm.
that's gonna be
That's-
deep one day. You get fucked.
I mean, I definitely know
You
the
just feel
ones
like
that I've
writing a
had
book.
unprotected
Yeah.
sex with.
See, that's where I would go with
I
that.
definitely know the ones that
Do you
were
know what
under.
condom look like, Savage?
Ooh. He ain't got no
We use them
kids
right
right
now.
now. He
Hey,
doing
thank you,
something.
thank you. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a sexually transmitted
He's shooting
disease.
blanks. That's why.
Damn.
We had that
got-
conversation.
Whoa.
Remember how you said it wasn't working and stuff like that, and that's why
I don't recall this conversation.
Okay, I do.
I don't recall this conversation.
I'm just saying.
I have
So
no
you don't remember
kids. I
how
have
many
no
sexual partners you've
kids.
ever had?
I have no kids and no STDs. Never had them. So
I need to see documentation and health records.
It don't. We can go back. We can go back. I pull them. I call my doctor right now, Dr. Frazier.
Shay, how do you feel about it? You think it's wrong that people keep lists or don't keep lists? How do you feel?
I mean, to each his own. I've tried to write them down. I mean,
So you actually kept a list as well. Of
She said
these-
she tried.
I've tried,
Mhm.
but then, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. My thing is, I think because when you're having sex with a person, you're probably trying to keep it consistent, even if that's not a person you're trying
I think
to
it's
be
when you're younger, you do stuff like that. You know you're younger, you in that lifestyle, that world or whatever, of wildness and da 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 da, and it's like, you know, you talk to your homegirls like, you know, I did that. But then when you get a certain age and you're more mature and you're grown, it's like what I do in my bedroom is my business.
Right.
I'm grown. I mean, the list and the count. I mean, I do what I do.
I'm not gonna
Wrong.
say I've kept count, but there are some very memorable moments that I know, like, in the back of my head, I'd be like, damn, this shit is crazy. Because, I mean, I'm with y'all. I mean, like, the whole keeping, I mean, after you get into the, like, double digits, it's like, oh, okay. I run out of fingers, so what's the
So
point?
since we're talking about memories and stuff like that, what's the strangest thing somebody has wanted you to do during sex or had done during sex? I'm gonna start off from my girl Miss Kitty.
I don't think I've had anything strange.
Nothing
I wouldn't
strange? Nothing
say.
you be like, what? Okay, I'm down.
Nothing.
I mean, nope.
Nothing
I'm
off
on.
your beaten path, ever?
No.
Or maybe, like, when you first started out doing something, you never, like, was like, I don't know about this.
That's like crazy.
I mean, just, he said weird, right?
Nothing weird. I mean,
I
all
said
of my.
strange.
Strange.
No.
No?
I mean, no. To me, depending on who the person is and who you with, there's no boundaries. So
Mm.
I don't think anything is really strange if you're with your partner and that's what y'all like.
Somebody asked me to pee on them.
That's strange.
That's not.
Oh,
that's,
now. Okay, yeah. I've had that question.
We
That
call
was
those
strange.
golden showers.
I have had that question.
somebody,
Yes.
a man,
Yes.
someone. I ain't even gonna say a man. I ain't gonna judge your lifestyle.
Yes.
You better.
No, it was a male.
Asked you
Hmm.
to pee on him.
Their words were golden shower, and at that point, I didn't even know what a golden shower was. Like I had to do a little research. I didn't. But that was the words that was I mean, and they were not African American.
I didn't take somebody's phone back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, you ain't picking up? Can I have your phone? KP, no. I remember I walked up to KP one time. Give me your phone. Don't ask me no questions.
No,
Unlock it right now.
It was no. I couldn't even tell him. I was like, no. He was like, no, nigga.
Shay know that
Give
time.
me
That was
your
that time. Shay know that time. Listen, I was going through it. Run me that phone now.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, I was going through it. Let me tell y'all, God, that's a whole nother story. But God brought me through. Anyway, Savage XL, before we
Please,
go through it.
Right.
Please, Savage,
Answer the
talk
questions,
now.
'cause I'm finna go.
I can't say that I was specifically the toxic
I
one.
think you
Oh,
probably
you're
was.
lying.
No.
You're lying.
Yeah.
I can't say I was a toxic one, but
Listen. We agree on a lot of shit, and this is our first time disagreeing.
Right.
You're lying.
You're lying. We can see your eyes.
No, but you said like,
height.
but as far as toxic though, I can't say because I'm not like a spiteful person. I don't like being, but my anger and my aggression is probably what was probably like the toxicity,
Okay.
you know, in it. So,
Okay.
but it was more so derived from not like communication not getting through to the right way. So then my anger will build, and then I'll probably be the start of it. Exactly. So
Okay, gotcha.
I think I contributed a lot to it, but I was not the
Yeah.
specific one.
Okay.
Me.
I feel like you probably was Satan himself, Lucifer.
Go ahead and say why.
Okay,
Go
huh?
and say why.
There's a couple reasons.
Okay.
Okay, before you met Miss Savage, you was nothing but a hoe. A
Wow.
slut bucket once again from the 90s.
Wow.
Late 90s, we talked about this on the last episode. So those traits don't go away. That's
Yes, they do. They go away.
Listen.
Miss Kitty.
Oh, for
let me
females.
let me tell you something about this young man. This man ain't shit
Here we
at
go.
all. He tried to put on his bare white voice in front of every female he sees and try to trick them. But he ain't got shit. So he realized that and he walk away. That's how they get on.
What am I tricking them?
Huh?
How am I tricking them? With what?
Finesse them.
With what? I don't have that. Remember?
With your voice, with your build. You
It's okay, brother.
you forget
It's
we
he
work
profiled
together.
you. He profiled you.
So you forget that we
straight
work,
up profiled.
we
It happens.
we
bro.
work together.
It happens. It
For
happens.
multiple months,
Okay.
and I see your tricks
What
like a rabbit of them hat. Like just pull them out. Okay, where that come from?
You see what I'm talking about? I don't be doing nothing, so we gonna have to get cameras up in here. 'Cause like I
Y'all
said,
know when a man say I don't be doing nothing, what that really mean. Be doing everything in the bridge. Just kidding. How many times somebody say I mean I say I ain't doing nothing, doing everything.
Whose side is
Did you see what I'm
on,
saying?
man?
Whoa!
I'm on the
What the
side
hell?
of the righteousness in my
He
audience.
is
What the
attacking
hell
me.
just happened?
When
See,
I-
he is attacking my
This
This is
man
being
is
recorded. He gonna take your ass to court now. He gonna own this man's
When I tell you all of them.
Why? See, don't get you.
I'm just this man that sit up here and lie ain't there any toxic one before. Yes, you have.
No, not at all.
Look,
Okay,
even
what's
with
considered
saying it.
toxic?
I
What's
wouldn't think I was
considered?
toxic, but like I said, I
I was
contribute.
just saying, I don't know about it.
Other people
would-
might have said I might have been toxic. If that's how you really want me
I
to be
feel like
honest.
toxic's the new word, though. It's like the new.
Like
It's not
I
like
done slapped the
toxic.
hell out of somebody. I done use your family information like you told me, you know, that stuff that bothered you growing up and threw it back at you when I
Ooh,
was
see,
mad or
that's
upset. So that's why I
spiteful.
said.
That's I don't even know if that's toxic.
I was definitely.
But that was you 24/7 though. Toxic is like that's you all the time.
You was fucking up 24.
Oh damn.
However, after the breakup and I went to counseling, I'm better.
yeah, you was.
I learned that because at that time, I felt like you were making me be this way. You know what I'm saying? With all the cheating and all the lies, like
So why didn't you just
you
leave?
turned me into. Because you was going to help me take the care of this baby and pay these bills. That's why I didn't leave.
So why you didn't leave him with the baby?
Dynamic.
Why you just leave him with the baby?
Why does she gotta be a single
If
mom?
I don't trust you, I definitely don't trust you with my baby on a full time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Now that she's a little older and we getting into that mother teenage stage, she can definitely go. But you know,
Get
prior
your
to that,
stuff.
like yeah.
Go to your daddy house.
But prior to that,
Basic.
like nah.
Okay.
So, Savage, when do you know a relationship is over?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to say when both parties, there's no emotional, no physical.
I'm not saying that's the problem. I'm not saying for the other part. I'm talking
For
about
myself.
specifically yourself.
Yeah, for my-
Sometimes people be like, oh, the both parties. No, specifically, when do you know in yourself you done checked out?
There's no emotional or physical like intimacy or passion there. There's nothing. Like when I look at a person, I just feel nothing. Not saying that I hate them, but there's just nothing there. Like I feel nothing.
Ms. Kitty, what do you feel? When do you know when a relationship is over?
I haven't had that many relationships.
Here we go.
So
I haven't.
in your,
I mean,
in
my
a
baby.
relationship, when
Okay,
do you
my
know-
baby daddy left, and like now that I look back, thank God he left because I wouldn't have left. We would have just been there acting a fool, paying these bills and taking care of our baby. I wasn't gonna be the bold one to leave. But now that he left, thank God he left, and he was the bold one to leave when you outside the situation. But out of that, I've only really had 2 serious relationships. When I was younger, that was like 6 years, and then my daughter's father was like 10, and the rest of them play.
So in that situation, this is something that relates to me. Were there signs between you and the father of your child that basically God was telling you, okay, it's time for you to leave?
Oh, that was in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
What
that was
made
early
you?
on.
What made you avoid those signs? I always ask that question. What made you avoid the signs? Those red flags we like to call now red flags. What made you avoid those?
I was pregnant.
Mm.
Like my pull back game is strong. I was weak last year. I felt like the Lord, that was a spiritual test. Normally normally my pullback game is pretty strong. Last year I was pretty a little weak over somebody, but other than that, I mean, I kind of do the fade off thing. Like I said, they'll get the hint. Like we'll be playing the text thing. You'll stop texting me. I'll stop texting you. Or when it gets to the point I don't respond back at all, like you just really aggravating, and I don't know. They're not relationships though, so I can't say. You know, there's no obligation where it's just kind of left ghosted. Maybe.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. There's been a couple times in my day when I feel as though, for me personally, somebody sends me signs and I tend to avoid those signs.
You can't
And
read.
I think,
You can't read.
not necessarily that. I'm saying like in situations where there's clear indication that this is going to end bad. That this is not going to be the situation you need to stick with from. And I feel as though the higher power always likes to show me before he actually give it to me. There's always warning before destruction. And me, I like to wait till you get to destruction and everything blow up. I remember my last situation I was with, there was clear signs, there was most people in my ear. I can remember Miss Kitty and KP specifically telling me, let this go, this ain't the one, it's not what you need to do, it's going to end bad. And no, I wasn't listening, and it ended horrible. So I always say that you always know when it's time to go. It's key indication that it's time for this to wrap up. But I don't think people take that step because they think they have more control.
I don't think that's it.
You
I think
think
it's
it
a
is?
fear of letting them go to be with somebody else, a change.
Mm.
It's those type of things. I don't think it's just, now I got to start over, but I'm already used to them. We already know each other like this. We already do this.
They get
like,
comfortable.
yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
So in that standpoint, What is the best advice somebody has ever given you that you have taken with you in your relationships, if you can recall?
I'm going to say I don't like taking relationship advice from other people.
Okay, let's move on because that was my question. I need somebody to
The
answer.
best advice
answer
I
the
was
question.
given
I
is
don't want
keep
no.
your
I want
business
somebody to
to
answer the question.
yourself.
So let me Miss K. Say that again. You
The
said
best
disrespectful?
advice that I've been given is
Sorry, too soon.
to keep your relationship business to yourself.
What about you, Kepi?
Same. I would say just, you know what I mean? Just make sure. I think the biggest one for me was work on yourself and be happy with yourself before you go to try to please somebody else.
Yeah, I think for me, mine was make sure you heal before you try to move on. Because those wounds that you have, if you try to get into enough, it's just gonna bleed in another situation, and you're gonna blame another situation. That's why those people who are rebound get hurt the most.
That's some good
The other
advice.
person is bleeding on the person like that.
That's a good
That's
one.
probably the best. Yeah, I ain't heard that deep. I guess I'll ask enough questions.
Savage, you don't have any advice. Not
Not at all.
one
So you want to be
single-
disrespectful? Now I don't have not shit to say.
What?
Not
I
a
mean, you know,
motherfucking thing.
sometimes you gotta be more direct with Savage because he wanted to answer the
No,
questions.
because what I've been trying to tell you is like the same thing she said. Don't put your relationship advice. Don't put your relationship on Front Street.
I mean,
No.
I understand.
Right. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not fin to ask for relationship advice when I have my own way of dictating it.
Has anybody ever
Nope.
given you good advice?
Not none that I'm
Like-
taking like straight off. No.
That's not. See, you're not answering.
Like
This is the Get Ready audience. I want to apologize. You know, he has a hard time answering questions because he's a big macho guy. He wants to be the big wolf on the podcast, but he ain't shit. Okay.
I didn't say I followed the advice. I'm just saying it's the
Yeah,
best.
that's what I'm saying. I wasn't
It
asking for.
sounds-
He said good, but no, he said good relationship
Like,
advice. He said good though, right?
I mean, regardless if you listen to it or not, if it's good, it's
That
good.
was
Like, you know what?
Okay,
That's
I'll
right.
put it
Yeah,
like-
but I'm finna go
check
be
this out.
wrong. Like,
Hold on, I'll put it to you. I'll put it to you like straight here. Know your partner. There you go. Know your partner. If you really think about it, know your partner.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good one. I want to thank you so much, Savage, for taking 10 minutes to answer the question.
Consider the fact that that's my advice that I would give to anybody. So that yeah, keep
Okay,
up.
your forehead sweaty.
Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Now he mad,
Your
y'all.
lips ass. I'm not worried about it. Exactly. You begging me for my water over there. Sorry. Ladies, he thirsty. Don't worry about it.
Right, he bought 75 cents. Drink of water here.
It was $1.08.
Before we wrap this up, I want everybody to join hands.
Join.
Everybody, yes.
Your hands sweaty. I don't want to touch you.
And I gotta hold hands with him.
Anyway, listen. Okay, KP, what I need you to do? Get that holy water. I want you to run it across the room because y'all some nasty, just nasty. Savage, get the sage and just start saging the room, just in and out because everybody in here need purpose-sized Miss Kitty.
We didn't get that nasty.
What?
Oh, were you talking about attitudes or sexuality?
I mean, we.
I mean, you might as well gonna talk about it.
I was,
I mean, listen. It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing that oh so amazing touch. You can find me on all social media platforms at AmazingIam_. Make sure you follow the podcast page. I didn't say the right podcast page. And Ready for It _1. Once again, Hillsborough County failed me as a child, and I want to let y'all know my boy Savage XL. I want to go ahead and give his exit part.
Yes, sir. You can go ahead and catch me at The Real Keys. That's on IG. And be on the lookout for the Elevated Mentality YouTube page.
That's what's up, man. Oh yeah, it's me. Up jumps the boogie. It's still boy. _ poetic pimping. Yeah, come fuck with us, man. But we out. Oh dang.
And I want to thank you so much for my girl Miss Kitty for joining us and giving us the real. We definitely going to bring you back for part 2 of the sex and relationships.
thank y'all for having me.
Miss Kitty, what can they find you at on social media?
Oh, I was gonna say in Brandon at home. Social media, Miss Kitty _G on Instagram.
Yeah, she put a drag on that
Check
motherfucker.
my girl out.